Alright, so don't mind my dirty glasses. It is what it is. Here is part 5 to the story time of how we got Shaymus and the worst rescue we have ever worked with. So, right here where my coffee cup is, I'm going to repost the rescue profile on Facebook one more time. And then, yeah, so he's doing better. His skin's starting to clear up now with the flea and tick treatment from the vet. It's treating the mange, so his allergy is getting better, and he's looking better and feeling better. He's obviously got like 3 weeks of this dewormer going through his system, then some testing, and then possibly some more dewormer. But for right now, I think he's just happy that he doesn't have to take any more icky medicine twice a day. Obviously, that's a win for a puppy, I guess. So, yeah, I guess so. We'll get into why I think that Shaymus and his mom and sister were stolen from someone. So, I'll post right here, again, where my coffee is, the post of the day she picked them up. And I just, again, look at this dog and her puppies. You tell me if they look like the mom has been abandoned since she was pregnant in August, or right when she gave birth in August. You just tell me that. She was looking like she was abandoned all summer and had no owners in like 2 months. Because to me that doesn't look like a dog that's been abandoned. Also, again, just to reaffirm, she said this was a long-haired dog that looked like it could be Australian Shepherd. Okay, and then, so, now, here is a post that she posted herself, right where my coffee is again, where she is sharing a screenshot of a bad review she was given, a couple of bad reviews that she was given by some people that are claiming that she stole their dog. She says the dog wasn't stolen. They're saying that the owners had been alerted and she just needed to wait, and she didn't wait. She just took the dog and left. To me, that seems kind of crazy and suspicious. And then also there is this post where she's talking about Jefferson County and them and her having issues, and like they don't care about animals. In the post, in the comments, it's talking about like dog fighting and stuff like that, but I just think it's kind of coincidental, those 3 things. And then, obviously our dog and that situation. So I'm not saying she took dogs or steals dogs. I'm saying that it looks like she steals dogs, and that's not good either way. She has dogs that she watches that don't live there, but are going there to be dog sat, babysat, whatever. And apparently they're former dogs that used to be there, like as rescue angels. But to me, that's just unethical. You've got all these dogs coming in and out. There's no vet checks. You're not making sure they're all healthy. And again, there's this photo from 4.5 showing that even up to like yesterday, she was having dogs living in the overflow kennels outside. It's 25 degrees last night. That's how cold it was here. That little bitty dog igloo, I'm sorry, I've raised outside dogs. There are proper accommodations. That's not it. That's just not it. My whole point with this entire thing is, if you run a dog rescue and your point is to help animals and get them to homes and help people find animals that aren't from backyard breeders or whatever, you need to be doing things the right way for the animals and for the people that you send those animals to. It's entirely unacceptable that the dog was sent to us with 2 kids, knowing that she was lying about almost everything about him. She had to have known that the exposure from the other dogs was going to end up getting him sick in some kind of way, because I've worked with rescues. This makes no sense to me. Just legit. That she wouldn't have realized that her actions could put him and all the other puppies that she keeps there in potential danger. And then I would like to point out, and I'm just going to put the text right here real quick. text exchange where I tell her that I asked her about shots, and then she replies with they only need their first 2 before adoption and their rabies. So you guys tell me if that sounds like a responsible private rescue owner. Because what you're saying then is that there's a potential that every puppy that leaves her place that's been there longer than the 2 weeks past its last shot, its second shot, there's a potential each one of those carries parvo or could get parvo. And every single one of those puppies that leaves her that only had its first 2 shots and is past due for the next set of shots is going to have to be restarted on those shots. And once they reach a certain age, it gets a lot harder to fight things like parvo and stuff like that. It's just entirely irresponsible. And it also says to me when you deal with a shelter or a private rescue that's first initial reaction is just bring the dog back. That says to me that that person does not genuinely care about the animal or the people involved. They just want to cover up some tracks so they don't have to deal with some bad publicity like this, like somebody leaving bad reviews or making comments or videos about them, because they don't want to make changes or be held accountable. And at a certain point, you're no longer a rescue. You're hoarding animals at a certain point. At the point where you can't properly care for yourself or them, or their living quarters, keep them warm in the winter. There's no weatherproofing on any of those outdoor kennels, you can tell. At this point, she's really only hurting herself and all those animals and anybody who gets an animal from them. This went well for us, but there was a very large potential because his second parvo shot was in October and we got him in December. There was a very large potential given all the dogs that come in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, because I've only shown like some of the stuff I found. And I would like to say this, she's not a terrible person. She's just so overwhelmed and doesn't know when to say no. And that's also a problem. That's just as much a problem as dumping dogs, because like I was trying to get at, this went well for us, but it could have been really bad. Our puppy could have had parvo. He could have died. He could have had heartworms. This could have been way worse. And the worms that he did have were causing severe issues with his gut, major weight loss. He was starting to become anemic. He was definitely malnourished, not in like a, extreme way, but he was malnourished, all from the worms that he had. Which, as a rescue owner, if you're keeping dogs there, you have a duty to those dogs and the people who will be getting them their future homes to care for them properly. And if you can't, you have a duty to say no. You have a duty to the ones that are currently there to say no. Anyway, that's the story time on that lady, and I guess any other questions, feel free. And keep an eye out for training videos with Shaymus, because he's doing pretty good. He's pretty freaking smart. He's super duper duper smart and fun and adorable, and everybody loves him. So, bye y'all.